I feel like we are just beginning to see how deep this rabbit hole goes when it comes to Sweet Baby Inc. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And last night I was having a chat with one of my good friends, Nev G, and we were talking about IMDb and how he located some information about how there's supposedly a potential connection between Sweet Baby Inc. and Mortal Kombat 1, and I was like, oh, that's wild, and I clicked on the link and started researching it, and from there, I found another link that brought me to a resource that showed all these video games that Sweet Baby Inc. was supposedly connected to via IMDb, and I was like, holy crap, we just hit the mother lode, if it is to be believed. But there's a gigantic but with everything I'm going to tell you in this video. It is coming from the source of IMDb, which can be manipulated and edited by the average person. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it is definite factual information that 100% confirms anything. But man, it's a bad look for a lot of these games. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down every single game that was accidentally leaked from this link on IMDb, showing all the games that Sweet Baby Inc. had worked on, or had been a part of, or had contracted with, or had some sort of connection with during the creation process and development process of these games. The first thing I noticed when I clicked on this link and brought all this information related to games Sweet Baby Inc. had worked on was how Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was one of the games listed there. This is one of those games that I was super amped up and excited for coming out in 2024, coming from Bethesda and LucasArts, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's Bethesda. Those games can be very hit or miss, but this one looked really good. And if you want to take a step into the time machine and go back a little bit and remember how they wanted to make this game for a modern audience, it makes me realize that even if IMDb is not to be believed and this is incorrect information, based off of what Bethesda themselves gave us, it has me pretty concerned about the game anyways.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
And yes, I know I keep saying it's IMDb and it can be edited by users, so don't trust this completely. But it does make me wonder about why Sweet Baby Inc. has not been updating their website with new games and anything else they've been working on in the future, because they still have, as far as I can tell via LinkedIn, all the same employees, everyone's still there, and all the games they've already worked on have already come out. So why is there nothing new coming out? And why is there nothing new being told to us about what games they're working with and connected with? And the only thing I can think of is the cat's out of the bag, the secret's out. People don't want Sweet Baby Inc. to be connected to their game. So if they did have a contract signed with them before this big thing blew up about them, that maybe they might want to keep that on the down low. And Sweet Baby Inc. themselves probably noticed this as well, so they're not being forthcoming about it either. Which kind of makes me think that this list that we found on IMDb is potentially extremely accurate. Maybe not 100%, but the vast majority of these games do have some sort of impact from Sweet Baby Inc. And Sweet Baby Inc. is one of those companies that I don't necessarily trust. It's one of those companies that I feel like has the worst intentions for gamers everywhere. It's a consulting company that is very underhanded. The type of company that employs people like Chris Kindred, who tried to get Cabrutus canceled, kicked out of Steam, and have all his games taken away for daring to create Sweet Baby Inc., now DEI detected, and just listing the games in a curation group. Just for that simple task of curating these games, Chris Kindred wanted to get this guy completely kicked off the internet because to them, he was a problem. And when I reported on that and took the perspective of, hey, it's kind of weird how people like Alyssa Mercante and many of her ilk are putting Sweet Baby Inc. in a good light and how we're misunderstanding them. And when I dare question how she doesn't give the full story about what they did to Cabrutus, the same guy, Chris Kindred, contacts a job I used to work at, trying to get me fired, calling me racist, calling me all these horrible things, and a message to them, which they reported back to me and gave me all this information. And I was like, holy crap, This is the dude that works at Sweet Baby Inc. now trying to get me canceled for simply reporting my feelings on this company. And I told this to Sweet Baby Inc. And you think that any reputable company would be like, that's probably not a good thing. We don't want our employees to be doing stuff like that. We're going to be forthcoming and tell the audience, hey, we have someone here that was a problem. We're going to fix this. And we're sorry about what happened there. Nope, nothing. Silence. So again, it goes back to gamers are at odds with Sweet Baby Inc. And Sweet Baby Inc. will try anything in their power to cancel you if you dare speak up and expose them to the audiences. Something that I am not afraid to do, and it really irks them. So what we're going to do here is talk about the games that were listed on IMDb. Now, as of recording this, some of these have been updated and Sweet Baby Inc. has been removed as a production company, but they were listed there originally, and I recorded this as soon as I saw it happening because I'm like, man, once the cat gets out of the bag on this, they're going to try to do damage control as fast as possible. Some of the games we all know about that are listed on their site: God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2. Then we get into some that caught people by surprise: Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat 1, Starfield. Now again, I cannot confirm and guarantee that 100% Sweet Baby Inc. worked on these games, but they do show up as a company related to them on IMDb. So take this for what it's worth. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then we get back into games people are familiar with: Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Gotham Knights. Then we get into some more shockers: Gears 5, which I guess in retrospect, it makes sense, but at the time, nobody even thought of this. This is the craziest part about all of this. This leak could potentially expose exactly why these games, on the grand scale, have failed. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Saints Row 2022, Marvel's Avengers, Forspoken, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Tales of Kinzera Zao, Wolverine, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, The Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Now there's one that everyone's like, wow. I mean, one of the worst games in the history of gaming. Did Sweet Baby Inc. have something to do with that one? That's just funny. I would love to see, like, putting all these together and aggregating the scores on Metacritic of all the games that were touched by Sweet Baby Inc. and what the overall Metacritic score for them would be. And I have a strong sense that it would be very close to like a 6 out of 10. Max. Gears Tactics, Skull and Bones, The Crew, Motorfest, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dawn of Ragnarok, Unknown 9, Awakening, South of Midnight, Outriders, Goodbye Volcano High, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, Wonder Woman, Shadow Gambit The Cursed Crew, Assassin's Creed Valhalla The Siege of Paris, Assassin's Creed Valhalla Wrath of the Druids, Black Book, Sable, Last Year The Nightmare, Usual June, Contraband, Neocab. That was the full list as of July 9th, 2024, listed on IMDb. And like I said, they are doing some serious damage control right now to remove some of these titles and remove their name from them, especially the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. They are no longer listed on that after I announced this on Twitter last night. So there's a couple ways you could look at that, where it's like, oh, they found out that they were incorrectly credited for this and they wanted to rectify that before anyone found out about it. Or two, they are a part of this, and once people found out about it, they don't want you to know about it, and they went in to remove it on IMDb as fast as possible. This whole situation of leaked games from Sweet Baby Inc. underscores the growing debate over the role of DEI in gaming and how they've been caught. Now Sweet Baby Inc. is being held accountable by gamers everywhere and have begun trying to hide their involvement on upcoming projects. And many people like myself have been concerned that the influence of diversity, inclusion, and equity, or DEI consultant companies like Sweet Baby Inc. could lead to a shift in the industry standards that don't align with making a great game because they care about it, and they care more about injecting agendas and politics over the natural diversity and great quality storytelling of what a good video game actually has. Everything about Sweet Baby Inc. screams bad to gamers. And this is one of those situations that here it is for all to see. They didn't want this to get out there. And I know Cabrutus has been working his ass off with a whole bunch of people aggregating and getting these games on DEIdetected.com, doing a fantastic job. And I also know Cabrutus doesn't look at IMDb as a legitimate source because it can be edited. But at the same time, this right here should raise a few red flags and a few eyebrows in the community. I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information or the full list to check out for yourself, I will link the SmashJT.com article in the description below. If you guys appreciate what I'm doing here and want to help push this cause forward, hit that join button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash.